Alright, let's try with the red. I don't know if the red's gonna be any decent, but hey, why not? Can't be any worse than Mono B. Mono B!
Yeah, I think all of the decks that I will be playing in Singleton tonight are completely untested and maybe not even very well thought out.
Excellent. Sounds like my decks. Alright, so since we're kicking it off, Magic Arena time. And what's been the most popular topic for Magic in this whole week?
Rat Colony. No.
Yep, Rat Colony is being reprinted as one of the ultimate box toppers for Ultimate Masters, so that way you can get your full art Rat Colony.
I'd actually, you know what I'd love would be a full art, oversized Rat Colony.
Yeah,
That would be my dream. It'll never happen. Yeah.
Something that's like the size of 4 cards put together.
Yes, the final Masters, also known as the Ultimate Masters.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, they went through and they spoiled the 3-letter abbreviation for what the set was going to be when they started giving out the box topper previews, and that's where everyone guessed it from. So
You know, actually, the one thing I will give WotC for credit for in this whole situation is I actually think they did a creative marketing thing with sending out the things to people who didn't.
yep.
That is about the only cool and good thing that they've done with that whole product. In a downhill slide.
Since then, yes.
Well, actually, to their credit, the other thing that they did right was they may have searchable box topper packs, but at least they're putting them inside the box. Could you imagine if those were being handed out at the LGS?
Oh, wow. Woo! Yeah, that is. Yeah, you make a good point there. The only decent thing that they made with respect to that as well. Because, I mean, from what we've seen of the set so far, the cards that they're including look actually really good. It's just everything else that they've done about the set is everyone's pissed about it. No one wants it. Even if it's going to be the last one, no one cares. Because the prices for these boxes is too damn high. And I know that meme is old as hell, but
Yeah.
it still applies. Because this is ridiculous.
But then they're charging a premium for that pack as well. Which, I mean, it kind of makes sense.
Well, they're trying to justify it in the fact that this is going to be the most powerful master set ever reprinted, or whatever. On top of the fact that you're getting those box toppers. But even so, that just...
Yeah, I mean, it's... I don't think I'm going to buy one. And and the very, very theoretical if I were to ever buy one, I would be buying it in hopes that it would go up in value. I don't think it'd be worth opening.
And it seems to be like there's a lot of people that are jumping on that bandwagon, which kind of lowers the viability of that as a strategy.
Yeah.
Forward. I don't... like.
Is everybody just going to be, like, ditching them for what they're worth and so here's... I mean, I feel like that because it's a limited quantity product, it's probably safe in the fact that you should be able to get your money back out of it. Whether it goes up...
Ow, what's the worst that could happen?
But then we don't even know what the print run is going to be because nobody's going to tell us that.
No, of course not. Unless you have insider information or are in the pool of people who have enough information to go on to reasonably speculate. It's... I mean, they're talking about it going either similar runs to previous master sets, maybe going more because it's the final master set, or the ultimate, which would be just the one and done.
Yeah, just the one and done.
But nothing confirmed or denied with respect to any of that, so...
And it never will be is the problem.
Yeah, of course.
They're still spoiling it, right?
Yes, there hasn't been full spoilers for that. It's just the cards that were previewed as a result of the whatchamacallit?
Box topper
Yeah,
promo that they sent out, yeah.
Yeah, and so they were able to show that in its full glory on the announcement stream, which, I'll be honest, as soon as they went through and announced the price tag on the boxes and the set, I just turned the stream off. I didn't even bother watching the rest of it. I'm like, well, you guys have clearly said in your preamble to all of this that this product isn't for everyone. So, alright, I guess it's not for me either. I'm out. Peace, guys. Like, way to go through and alienate a large segment of your player base.
Which, they just released another product kind of like that with the Mythic Edition. I mean, at least there was a non-Mythic Edition.
Yeah, but as has been pointed out, this seems to be the trend moving forward, is that it's less about the creativity expressed in the cards in terms of design and more about the actual presentation and packaging of it.
Surprise, surprise.
Less about the thought and care that actually goes into the product design and more about just wowing you with looks, which is unfortunately a path that they started on years ago, but who would have figured that they would have ended up here?
Yeah, well, that's becoming a very main focus, is milk as much money as you can out of a the wealthy player base, really.
Yeah, pretty much. Those that can afford to. So at this point, it really does seem like it's kind of on its way out. Like, if this is what this is the peak of creativity, like.
Well, I mean, it's reprints. How creative can you really be with reprints? To be fair, but
At least this is the last master set.
yeah, in name.
Yes, of course. They're not going to stop reprinting. They're not going to stop trying to go through and fill in that need for those cards.
No.
Especially if there's money to be made there.
And they've had other reprinted products.
Well, now they're just going to have to go through and repackage and rebrand the whole thing and figure out how they can go through and make that successful and then milk it until its ultimate decline and we end up at the same point that we're at the moment. I wish that weren't the case, but you know.
Oh, Diamond.
And my default is to go for white, but it's like, no, I'm not playing that deck.
I think you'd be kind of wasting it if you went with white as its color.
But that's the deck that I usually play this card in. Because it makes the most sense. Because life game.
Oh, life game. I built myself a Singleton life game.
Oh, you madman. I guess I'm blocking. Hope they don't have any blocks.
I'm trying to think, what one cost pump could they even have?
Exactly.
There are some white ones though.
That's the problem. It seems like a waste to go through and lava coil. It also seems like a waste to sure strike.
So I'm guessing that they've gone vampire tribal
I guess I'm gonna have to sure strike to get rid of that conquistador.
when it attacks.
Yeah.
Assuming they do, yeah. They're really leaning into the Singleton theme with their name there, though. Monopoly.
Hey, very nice. I like it. Oh. Surest of strikes. The surest of strikes.
I mean, if you're gonna strike, you might as well be sure about it.
Hopefully. May your aim be true and all that jazz, Bo. Just would have been more satisfying if it could have taken down something bigger.
Yes.
Oh well.
Gotta stop the bleeding, though.
Yep.
Or slow it down.
These draws are killing me.
I'm assuming this is untested deck?
Yeah, completely.
Yeah.
Completely. Just slapped together and was like, oh, those cards look interesting. Why not? Just like all the stuff that they slapped into Ultimate Masters. Hey, with any luck, we'll actually get to go through and play with some of it at GP Vancouver.
Yes, that's
for like an actual seal deck rather than draft, because as we've seen from our drafts on stream.
yeah. No, I mean, like, when I of those options, the options were a Guilds of Ravnica or an Ultimate Master sealed.
Yeah.
That draft was like, yep. It's interesting though they've kind of built a whole GP around it though, because did they do that with any of the other Master sets?
Kind of.
I don't actually remember them doing it. Not that I follow the GPs, so closely.
Which was the one that they went through and basically spoiled it a month or two early by actually releasing it at HasCon. Like, they allowed people to draft that one there.
Right.
Wasn't that 17?
I think it may have been, yeah. But that's not a GP though.
No, but
or Magic Fest as it's called now.
well, I mean, they went through and they basically changed the format for 2 different GPs in order to be able to shoehorn this one in effectively. So what was it? It was Vancouver, and then what's the other one that they ended up changing? I think it was Prague or something like that.
I actually don't know. I didn't look into.
Yeah, there was 2 of them that they ended up switching, and then you're also going to get to preview it if you happen to be lucky enough to be at PAX Unplugged.
Right. That seems like an appropriate place, though.
Yes, that makes sense. And then as well, the other thing that goes along with that was, and as well for the stuff that you can pick up, you could get like a different perspective Liliana of the Veil playmats.
Okay.
That they're gonna have there, which I believe the one for GP Vancouver is the new Tarmogoyf artwork.
Yes. Yeah. That's that's only for the main event, though.
Yeah. Though, as we saw at GP Vegas, I imagine that you'll be able to buy those as
Probably. I'd imagine so. I mean, the way it usually goes, if you can't buy them there, that'll probably be on the prize table, or prize wall,
Yeah.
which is wall/table, of the next GP. Because, I mean, I got the playmatch from a whole bunch of GPs at Vegas.
That was pretty sweet.
You gotta have all the players. I'm not gonna lie, I really want that playmatch.
I really want that playmat as well. But I imagine it'll be like the last time that you supposed to buy it at the pro shop or whatever else they have there.
Yeah.
Aside from the prize wall.
Aside from the prize wall. Well, I don't.
And then as well,
no, actually,
people
did
who
have the GP ones on the prize wall as well, didn't they? So.
And then I imagine as well. Well, they had the regular ones as well as the foil ones.
Yeah.
The foil one. Oof.
I wish I had the foil one.
Yeah, I wish I had the foil one too.
Which is cool. Which also, you'll be expecting some content from us from GP Vancouver coming up.
Yep.
Which is the 28th
to 30th. So that's something to look forward to in over a month. I mean, it'll probably be New Year by the time that stuff actually... we actually get it out, but it's all good.
Yeah.
Huh. I guess I lava coil.
Yeah. Get July out of the air.
Yep.
Swat it down with a lava coil.
Gone. Be gone, fly. But yeah, as a result of GP Van and the other one, I think it was Prague or Warsaw. I think it was Prague. As a result of them becoming Ultimate Masters GPs, the price tag for them is now like over $100 for the main.
For the main. Well,
Which I think is the first time that that's actually happened for a GP.
It's been over 100.
Yeah, because it ends up working out to what? From the exchange rate, it's about 115 American.
Yeah, because the price is in Canadian dollars. Which is,
Yeah.
I can't remember how much.
For the one that we checked out.
Yeah, for the one we checked out. I can't remember how much the The main event cost in GP Vegas, actually.
That was because there was 2 main.
Yeah, there was 2. I thought they were about $100.
No, they were less. There were, what was it, like 80-ish?
Oh, yeah, I think you're right. I think
Yeah.
it was 80. It was almost 100.
Yeah, like if you wanted to go for the big boy one and get both of them with all the bells and whistles, it was like 250 or something like that.
Yeah.
So
American, whereas
yeah,
it's almost 200 Canadian to get in.
well, they started putting up the. I started seeing our Canadian LGSs listing up their pre-order prices as well for the Ultimate Masters boxes.
Nice, nice. I haven't actually looked. I looked at 401 briefly, but I didn't actually see the price.
They got it. Guess how much? Actually, no, I didn't see it through 401. It was through Stronghold down the street, and then as well Wizard's Tower.
Right. What did they? 350? 400?
$399.99.
Oh. What is the American MSRP?
$335.
So that's basically MSRP with exchange rate then.
Yep. And tariffs and all that other stuff.
And tariffs and all that.
That we
yeah.
get slapped with now as well.
Yeah. Magic is definitely becoming less viable in our country.
Well, with the direction that WotC seems to be taking, it seems to be just less viable for people in general.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you enjoy paper Magic and you want to continue playing paper Magic? You better have yourself a good income.
I mean, the only thing I can say is it's not a standard legal set. So, I mean, if standard's your jam or brawl, then you don't need it. But any other formats, there's viable reprints in that set.
In a lot of cases, ones that are desperately needed, which is why people are so hyped over it. On it, you know, for that honeymoon period of those 3 days before they actually announced what the price tag was for the whole thing. Then that quickly eroded all the goodwill.
And then there was the final kick in the, product was the fact that you can start the packs.
Yeah, that was the slap in the face, and it was just like, really, guys? After all of this, and you're still doing the same things that you were doing, same mistakes that you were making in the first 2 years of the game?
I guess they figured that it wouldn't be throughable with the foil, but I figure with as many years of experience as they have, that they would know that a good test of their product is to take a flashlight and put it under, because that's how people used to search the old packs.
Yep.
It's not like a new technique that someone has sneakily discovered. Yeah, the only other thing that they could screw up at this point is if the box has become mappable. Like, that's all that they have left, I feel like, to screw up.
Who knows?
Or outdo themselves in bad card quality.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Actually, the card quality better be good on those. I can imagine anybody would be quite upset if you spent that much and you get...
Okay, because again, remember that I told you, that I mentioned that I just completely clued out. Like,
Right,
I just tuned out as soon as they announced the price tag. I was going through and watching like comments on Twitter after the fact, and people were commenting that the one that they decided to debut on stream,
Right.
they pulled it out of the pack. It was curled out of the pack.
Was it curled out of the pack? No, I thought it was curling on stream. Like, they put it down.
I don't know if it was curling on stream or straight out of the pack, but either way, for that to be happening on stream when you're trying to debut the product,
Yeah, that's not a...
come on. Like, are you even trying?
Which should also add that despite the fact we're bitching about all this, it's because we want to see the game do well, not...
It's not coming from a bad place that, oh, this is garbage. And I mean, why are we playing this game? We love the game. We want the game to do well, but when it seems like suits and bean counters are the one making the major decisions rather than, like, Like, it seems like the creativity is being slowly eroded out of the game to make way for, well, what's going to make us the most money. Which, before it seemed like they tried to earn that just by putting out a good quality product in the game that you... Nice.
Settle wreckage.
Nice. That good, yo. gets rid of 2 of them, but still.
Yeah, but that's a pretty significant creature.
Uh-huh. Thing is, that means I can bring up the Ferocidons.
Yeah, but they don't know that.
True. I guess I might as well put up Captivating Crew right now.
So I wonder how many reprints they have in that set from Battles of Ixalan.
They're gonna pull a Masters 25
Exactly.
and start reprinting Ravenous Chupacabras and whatnot to make it more viable and balanced for draft. Well, I mean, that was one of the things that people were going through and bitching about the some of the inclusions in the Mythic slots.
Was it they're just no good for draft?
Well, no, that they're going through and trying to include things for having either complete cycles or to make it balanced for draft, and having the same thing that they were doing in 25 and Iconic, where you're throwing in dollar valued cards in the Mythic slot.
Right.
Especially when you're going through and charging a premium on a product like this, where it's like, okay, realistically speaking, this is $100 more than any other Master set has been. People are like, oh no, they're charging $55 for the box topper card. No, they're charging $100 for it.
Well, yeah.
Let's be honest about it.
Well, it's because there's the blister packs that you can buy from
For
Walmart
$280.
and stuff. Yeah, it's the.
Yeah, but I mean, even still, that's like charging $40 more than you have on any previous Master set.
Yep.
Which, in and of itself, is already a set that's being charged at a premium because you're getting 24 packs for $240.
I always forget that they're only 24 packs.
Yeah,
too. I mean,
it's not a 36 pack. Not what a proper box should be. You're having to eat that as well.
But it's designed for draft.
Yeah.
Well, and I didn't know what I didn't even remember who I was watching. Because, of course, love to hear what the community is talking about it. Someone was saying that, I think it was the first Masters, or one of the Masters, they printed it and it all sold out. And the reason they did a second run of their draft set was because there wasn't enough to go around to draft. And LGSs weren't holding drafts. Oh, the product. Is that till end of turn, or is that just permanent?
End of turn. Yeah, that's good.
Hate being on the other side of that one. It's like, oh, it's my own creature coming at me.
That is the worst.
They handled it pretty well.
Yeah. Kept their composure.
I mean, I imagine your opponent on the other side wearing a top hat and a monocle. Just based on their name.
That sounds about right.
Just think I should be wearing a rat suit for this.
And the hilarious part is, like, I can't even account to you how many times I've gone through and looked up the name, but I can never remember every single time we get to this. What is the name of the Monopoly Man? It's not Monopoly Man, like Mr. Penny something. I can't remember.
I know. I should know it too. It's one of those things that's on.
Bloody hell! Google it. It's killing me.
It's like penny banks, something like that.
It ain't money, Penny. What is this nonsense? Come on. I should know better.
Rich Uncle Pennybags.
Pennybags. Thank you. Rich Uncle Pennybags.
These days, if you have penny bags, you're not very rich.
Unfortunately not.
Well, maybe in Canada, because those are ancient collector items.
True, true, true. What's the easiest way to do?
What do you have option-wise?
Whatever. Let's just start putting things out. Gain a bit of life.
I've gotten lost in the The joys of Ultimate Masters and Uncle Pennybags.
Rich Uncle Pennybags.
Oh, he's not rich. That's his first name.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Well, he is rich, but
Uncle Dick Pennybags? What?
maybe.
Dick short for rich? Shirt. What about Dickard? No, that doesn't work. Deckard. That works. No, wait, that's way too...
Yeah, that. If that's your last name, that's just ripe for ridicule. Those 1/1s are lifelinkers, aren't they?
There's, yes. The one. Okay. Pridemate must die.
Yes.
Could have ended that earlier, though. Thing is, my math's gonna end up getting thrown off because of that.
The lifelinkers.
Yep.
And now a flying vigilant
Yep.
double lifelinker.
Oh, nice. That was good.
Thank God that's not a thing. You can't just get double lifelink.
That will be a thing. You just wait and see. Throw the Hellion?
Actually, random question in the double lifelink. Imagine you wouldn't know the answer. What happens if you have double strike and lifelink? You gain life twice or once?
You gain each time it deals damage.
That would make sense.
Yeah. But it does actually have to deal damage.
Yes. Same thing with Death Touch.
Yeah.
A 0-something Death Touch is not capable of death touching anything.
Ensure that it dies.
They get to gain 3.
So they take 1 damage, effectively. Because of the trample.
Not if they do it like that.
No. Oh. That works out in my benefit. Thank you.
Yeah. It was
7. Damn, I was hoping I would be able to thud them with that. And that's not enough to fully Banefire them either. However, you know what it is enough for? Ferocidon comes out, and then I thud the Ferocidon.
thud to the face. Oh. And that last minute life gain.
Ah. Huh.
That was a wicked win, actually.
I'm surprised that worked. I wanted to go through and fling one of my creatures, but...
Fling, thud.
Same thing.
It all works.
I just didn't know if it was actually going to work. And lo and behold, it did. Ha ha ha. Craziness. So it's interesting to see that this has now become the evolution of what were the masterpiece lottery cards before.
Yeah.
That were lottery ones that could be, you know, gambled on in a booster box. Now you can get them guaranteed, but you got to be willing to pay the premium.
Yeah, and it could be good and it could be bad. I mean, because some of those cards are worth hundreds of dollars, and some of them are worth
$1.
yeah,
Or less.
so it's like, I know if I ever opened one, I'd get like the worst pull.
You'd end up getting one of those creature lands that people are bitching about. It's like, why did you include those in there? Completionists for the set, for the cycle. No one cares. The other ones are worth like garbage.
Yeah. And who cares about this cycle being completed in the premium version? Completed in the draft sets. Which actually, if you're doing a draft, who gets the box top?
The person who wins the draft?
I mean, that would make sense.
Well, no, that was one of the questions that
Or who-
was
yeah.
validly posed when they went through and announced that this was going to be an Ultimate Masters GP. That there was going to be 2 of them.
Right.
And then 3 if you're including the preview that's going to be happening over at PAX Unplugged. Like, okay, if these booster boxes come with the box topper included, what's going to happen with all those box toppers that are going to be taken out of the boxes when you go through to draft the sets?
Yeah, that's actually really good.
Like, are they going to be giving those away as prizes randomly? Is it going to be a prize wall thing? Are they just going to hold on to them for shiggles? Like,
Yes, well, it's because it's Channel Fireball's decision ultimately
Yeah.
for that. Well, I mean, the other one I heard too is that just what does an LGS do? You're selling it pack by pack. How do you price it?
how do you...
Because if you try and break it down per booster box, you're charging more than big box stores.
Yep.
So you're charging too much.
How do you recoup on that whole thing and then still try and keep it on the up and up? Because, again, the packs are searchable.
They're searchable.
So how do you sell that without it, like...
And it says not for resale, sealed.
Yeah.
Yet, WPN has published no guidelines yet on how to even deal with it.
Yeah.
What they want WPN stores to do. I feel like what they're positioning themselves for is they want LGSs to sell the boxes, and they want big box stores to sell the individual packs.
Thing is, LGS, by virtue of being an LGS, should be selling...
The individual packs.
I mean, how else are you supposed to go through and conduct drafts and that kind of stuff as well? Which is, again, supposedly one of the things that they gear these sort of sets towards.
Yeah. And again, what do they charge for the draft then? If they're keeping it.
Well, and that, I mean, that was always one of the issues with these master sets, and it's going to be an even worse one with this, is the fact that the master sets previously were, like, in a lot of cases, too expensive for them, for some LGSs to justify holding them, because they weren't getting enough players coming out to them because the entry fee was so expensive. Now you're slapping another $4 per pack on this. That's an extra, like, $12, $15.
The thing is, they're not actually worth. If they slap that price on it, they're going to deter people because somebody can go buy those packs at that rate, or at a lower rate from Target,
Yep.
or Walmart, or all the other places that sell it. So the players are going to feel like they're ripped off. But as an LGS, how do you recoup your money? If it's a searchable pack, you know you can't sell it that well either.
Yeah.
It's almost like a good television show. It's left up with more questions than answers. Unfortunately, that's what you want a television show, not in a product.
Yeah. Not in one that you're actually trying to sell to people in the hopes that it's gonna fly off the shelves. Oh, that's just smart. But they're non-tokens, so it doesn't really work for them in that respect. So swing overhead. 6? Oh yeah, it just came up. All right, I guess we're rest factoring. Do the factor dance. Do the factor dance. Good. I like that.
I love wrist fast.
Oh, I like that too. Oh, I just wish I had more mana. Oh, this is okay. Only one creature. Oh. Oh well. I mean, there's no point in pinging that, so I may as well just take out one of their sacrificial tokens.
I mean, it's one less chump for them to jump block with.
Yep. But the ideal move here is to Wizard's Lightning to the face, and then Thud with the Avatar. I mean, just the Thud will do it, but you know.
Maximum overkill!
Combo breaker.
I would love if the game just like had stuff like that when you did it. Just the air horns.
Yeah.
Maximum overkill.
If you could get those things like you got when you were playing Quake or Unreal, when you'd go on kill streaks. Yes. Been too long now.
Add it, Watsy. Direct next. More polished interface? We don't want that. We want annoying sound effects.
Heck yes, make it happen. Alright, so I guess we're gonna go for it.
Yeah, go for it.
Alright. We're doing it.
Which, of course, we've gone off completely on the bad news, but the good news of the week is that Direct Connect is coming out. Next Thursday, in fact.
I'm so flippin' excited for that.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Thank you for making promises that are sometimes too big, Chris Clay. We really appreciate that. Like, seriously, Direct Connect, awesome. So looking forward to this.
We've wanted that since basically day one.
Yeah,
really.
since day one. And I mean, we understand that the game needs to actually get to a point before you can go through and introduce that kind of stuff. So I'm so happy that we're finally at that point.
Yeah, I was very worried. As I said, because I didn't actually get the announcement, you told me before the stream. I'm like,
Yep.
you know, when it comes, if it comes.
Well, I mean, you weren't really holding your breath because it's like, well, at this point, they may as well just roll it out once they have the official social functions, which is all tied into their portal app that has been advertised in Guilds of Ravnica, but not as of yet released because...
Advertised heavily.
Yeah, very heavily. So much so that it's actually taking up one side of the booster box, aside from having random inserts in your packs.
And all the decks. Well, I mean, to be fair, I actually went, oh, cool, this is the thing. It's out. I'm going to go get it now. And then I couldn't even find, it took me a lot of digging to even find out what was going on.
Yeah. Imagine how dissuading and disheartening that's going to be for a new player who's all like, oh, hey, I'll check this cool thing out. Oh, I can't.
It's not out yet.
Yeah. Except they're not even going to know that because they're not going to be able to really find enough information to tell them that.
I can't find it.
They're just going to assume that they're not able to find it and then move on and never come back to it. When that gets rolled out, I imagine that's going to be very cool. But in the meantime, we've got Direct Challenge.
We do have Direct Challenge.
So that is going to be cool. And we can actually start going through and... I mean, you can play modes that are offered in the game, but that aren't currently in the game at the time.
Yes.
So when they go through and phase out Singleton, you can challenge your friends to Singleton as long as you both agree to that.
There's nothing enforcing it, but I mean, your friends you're fine with, but playing with some random player being like, well, let's play Singleton, yeah, you might get burnt.
Yeah, it could happen. And the other interesting thing is for people in similar positions to us going through and streaming,
Yeah.
if you tried to play against people who aren't streaming or whatnot, I mean, you could get stream snipers.
That's true.
Someone who just like, oh hey, I'm just gonna check out what you have in your hand.
I
Oh
mean,
hey,
that could
thanks for
happen.
that. Yep. It could happen.
Yeah, I hadn't even thought about that. I'm sure we'll find a way to be able to play people if they want to play us. So. Maybe we'll do a stream one time where we try and get people to challenge us, but we put in like a massive delay.
We'll see.
So maybe it's like 10 minutes out.
We'll see. We'll see. I mean, we still need to get it working between us to make sure that the whole thing is. It's gonna go off without any hitches.
Yes.
Because I mean, this is the first implementation of that system that they're gonna have. So, I mean, it's possible there will be hiccups. Hopefully, there won't be too many. But regardless, it's the step in the direction that we were all hoping for.
Yeah, and it's coming, you know, now, which is great.
Yeah. Like, we're not gonna have to talk about it as if it's off in the far distance future, like next year kind of thing. Just, to be honest, I wouldn't have been surprised if it actually came out like January or something like that.
No, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. So the fact that we're getting it not only before Christmas, but before, like, you know.
Basically, when they promised it, actually. Well, no, actually, really. Chris Clay has been on point from the first time that we heard him talk about in that interview, which we covered, that he said, well, hopefully about the end of the year, and well, it's where we're at.
But far enough from the actual end of the year that it's like, oh, hey, this is awesome. It's actually coming in a timely fashion. It's coming before U.S. Thanksgiving.
Yeah. And not, you know, GP Vancouver time when it's like, all right, fine, yeah, it's technically this year.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're also not going through and pulling something similar to a game that we hope to be covering soon, which is Artifact. Whereas, oh, hey, yeah, you guys are going to have access to the closed beta, you know, in October. You guys were running out of October to be announcing the closed beta, and then lo and behold, Valve time took over, and it's a little bit over a week out from when the actual game's supposed to be released. But whatever.
Which again isn't completely unexpected, though. I mean, it's.
I know, but it's like, you know, contrast.
Yeah. Which Artifact closed beta or early preview, whatever. I don't know what to really call. What are they calling it?
They're calling it a beta, but like, this isn't really a beta. This is just a preview period for people that actually happen to have the codes.
Yeah.
It's kind of just like a thank you for the people that were willing to go through and spend the money to go to TI or stand in line at PAX to get the code for the game.
Spend $100 on eBay to get a
that
code.
That too. The few, the brave, the more money than sense.
Really, I gotta start looking at cards and stuff in that and learning more about Artifact.
So, yeah, if you want to learn about Artifact, join us as we learn.
As we learn about Artifact, we will be. Yeah.
It is going to be definitely a steep learning curve and an experience because, I mean, I had hands-on with it on 2 games. Ganzo watched them.
Yeah.
We're going into it completely, really pretty fresh, as opposed to a lot of people who will be streaming it from the get-go who have been in the closed beta that's been happening for months, since like March or something.
There's actually people in a closed beta already?
Yeah.
I didn't realize.
Oh yeah, no, that's been going on.
How did they get in the closed beta?
Because they're influencers, they're streamers, they're players of other things.
Okay. Them influencers.
Yeah. So that's going to be something else to look forward to.
But we're not giving up on Magic.
Heck no. Just looking forward to another game that Richard Garfield has created. Seeing how that one compares and contrasts, it's, as they've stated multiple times, it's not something that's supposed to be a direct comparison to Magic or Hearthstone or any other digital collectible card game. It's supposed to be set in that, but play completely differently. So,
well, I mean, realistically, it's kind of it's a digital card game MOBA. Yep. Is really what they're going for. So it's a mixing of genres.
I don't draw something good here. I think
They're probably gonna take it for him.
I got a land Does that get me anything? No. Bloody hell. I'm not getting any of my low rolling creatures. Like nothing. Because if they swing at me now, that's... it's not good. I mean, I'll direct current what, the Silver Gill Adept?
Yeah, the Pioneer. I don't know.
Exactly.
And then thud your Diamond Mare.
Yes! Let's do it!
Because that is the optimal move. Said no one ever.
Yes, clearly our Magic the Gathering playing skills will transfer over wonderfully to Artifact. I'm looking forward to this so much. We're gonna be getting slaughtered all the time.
Hey, I wouldn't say we're the worst at Magic. We're healthily in the middle of the pack.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Alright, that's a straight concede there. Woo!
Oh, you should have thudded the Diamond Mare, then conceded.
I should have thudded myself with the Diamond Mare.
That would have been even better.
That's something actually that I do often when I'll go through and find myself in a hard spot, and I'm just like, all right, how can I actually kill myself before my opponent does? So in those cases, I'll go through and just like Doom Whisper myself to death.
Yeah, that's a good one. I love Doom Whisper.
Doom Whisper is awesome. One of the most valuable cards in the set.
Yeah,
Understandably so.
I want one in paper. I need to open more sealed Ravnica.
We have to film some openings of Ravnica.
We really do.
We haven't even gotten around to that. As soon as they put out something shiny and something shiny, convenient, and polished as Arena, look how quickly we moved away from doing box openings.
I still enjoy box opening.
Oh, I'm never going to be able to get over that. Unfortunately, that is straight up gambling. Let's be honest about it.
Well, yeah, when we open them like that, yeah, it's straight up gambling. If you're not actually drafting.
Yeah, that is the way to go through them properly. It's to draft and play and have a whole experience about it.
Which is also fun.
Heck, even sealed deck.
Yeah, sealed is the way to...
I mean, that's our favorite. We love doing some sealed deck.
I mean, honestly, our problem is we've tried numerous times to film live action gameplay between the two of us, and
Always ends up with mixed results. I don't know.
what the last one went well, but the one with the cameras died.
Yeah.
But if you want to see us play Paper Magic, definitely let us know in comments on the YouTubes, which is YouTube/Podsixclub.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not already on the YouTubes, or in chats, or on the Twitters, or the Instagrams, just not on the Facebooks.
Who is on Facebook these days?
I mean, technically we are.
Technically, but
I mean, you can message us on our Facebook group. We promise we'll probably get back to you in the next decade. But, maybe not promise. We will most likely get back to you sometime in the next decade.
to be fair, and to be honest, I think the account may have gotten suspended due to inactivity.
Yeah, that may have happened too.
We set it up just as a placeholder to hold the name, but I mean, no one here Facebooks. I mean, Facebook is for like grandmothers and extended family, right? Who uses Facebook anymore? I don't even know.
The funny thing about that is everybody's gone to Instagram,
Which is still owned by Facebook.
which is still owned by Facebook.
Which is... It's maddening how many people don't actually know that both WhatsApp and Instagram are owned by Facebook. People are completely oblivious to that.
Yeah, actually, I didn't know WhatsApp was bought by Facebook.
It was one of those, like, after they went through and spent like what, $1 billion on Instagram,
Yeah.
they ended up spending like 2 billion or something like that on WhatsApp because they're going through and trying to get the foothold on any sort of
Well,
intrapersonal connectivity that people might have.
they kind of saw what's next, and they're buying up what's next.
Yep. It's like, oh, we're not in that. Okay, we need to make it happen.
And I mean, honestly, the best way to get into an industry is to buy an established business.
And at the time, who could have seen Instagram being what it was?
Yeah, I wonder if they saw that or they just lucked out.
I think they lucked out. Is it worth it swinging with the Pyromancer? I don't think it's worth active treason.
No, not this early in the...
Do I swing or do I just wait and risk factor?
Yeah, probably wait and risk factor.
Alright. See how that goes.
Since it's fairly early in the game, I feel like you have a fairly good chance that they're going to let you draw with that 11 health. They might take it, though.
True. Sarkin?
What? I honestly think I've never actually seen that played.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I've seen Sarkins played.
Maybe in limited, but not actually in...
I miss the Sarkins that I used to have.
I need this.
Yeah, pre-rotation.
Yeah. Free account weight. More importantly.
Yeah, it's true.
Would have survived rotation. Wouldn't have survived account weight.
But hopefully they're not doing it in the next one.
No, I think they've kind of already have it set that by the next one you get to keep them and then they go into the Arena Legacy.
Which should be cool.
Arena Eternal format or whatever the heck it's going to be.
I mean, what would have been a horrible but hilarious thing is if they decided to bring in Legacy now, starting with Ultimate Masters!
Gotta bring it back around. Gotta bring it back around. Woo!
Big money, no whammies. Not that you really lose either way.
No. It's a win-win. Haha, holy crap.
Well, that was... Thank God you drew all that land off the top of your deck.
Oh crap, that was just... That's stupid. Alright, so do I Tormenting Voice and just pitch a mountain then, since I got so bloody many? Because I kind of need them for the Ferocity. Still. That's stupid.
What does the Tormenting Voice do again?
Draw. Card draw. Just to try and get further into this. See what else I got.
Yeah, you could.
Bye-bye, Moonton. Moonton! Sure, why not?
Get the bodies out there.
Set up a wall. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Block the Pyromancer. You know you want to.
I mean, it makes no sense for them to do it that way.
Don't stop now.
Alright.
Bonus told me I should do this.
Do a bit more looting. Ditch the circuitous route. Okay. So this deck is all ramp. I imagine they're ramping into dragons?
Or something big and green.
can take 2. All the mountains. I don't think there's any point in attacking.
Madness. What madness?
Really reminds me of one of the characters from Hearthstone.
Which character?
Oh. It's that one card where the dude has the nose ring.
Sure. I can't picture one with a nose ring. Goblin or something? Or?
Yeah, something like that. I mean, just very much sounds like Sarkin.
I'm not as up on my my horde-based lore.
Nice. Oh, that's not good.
No, not at all.
I wish I had enough mana to oh, ha 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 ha. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Okay, this is gonna be good. So I'm taking 8 to the face. Yeah, okay.
Probably not draw.
I would imagine. Cool, 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 cool. Very cool. Look at all those mountains.
You never have too many mountains. Well, actually, yeah, you can.
Okay. Do I take out their Sarkin or do I just go straight to the dome? Screw it, we're going straight to the dome.
You're either gonna chump with a single. Is it? It's not trample, is it?
No, it's not.
If only. Of course. Hope you're gonna see it again, but no.
Okay. More looting.
I know what I'm doing.
That's Dingo.
Oh. Oh, this is gonna bug me even more now. I know the sound bites. Ah, man. Yeah, this is really bugging me.
Too good. Too good.
I gotta look this up.
Okay.
Sorry,
okay.
everybody.
Perfect.
not seeing anything. Bugging me.
I just had to try and remember exactly what it was that they said. And that was enough to go through and trigger it off.
Yeah, it was. And it was like,
Yes!
I'll show you unhinged.
I can still put that bug in your ear.
I love goblins in WoW, actually. How they all just build these crazy, like, janky inventions. The whole Goblin City is actually a cool place.
That is cool, and that kind of in spirit reminds me of Is It. Oh, they're gonna go for it.
I can't quickly find it. I'm not gonna.
Alright, they're gonna go through and get in for 2. Do they have pumps, buffs, anything? I'm down 4. Are they gonna double shock me?
I have the land for it.
Was it a lightning strike? Come on, come on. How's it? What's it gonna be? Game has been so close.
Well, I didn't. I didn't know that was a thing.
Really?
Yeah. If only had one more shock. You would be able to play it.
I was gonna go through and just gravitic punch them on the next turn.
Well, yeah, no, I mean at that moment right there.
Yeah. They
Until Banefire.
That was perfect. It was just you either do or you don't, and that was just
You don't, unfortunately.
But it was one of those one turn away, so close you could taste it. All right, Chainer's Torment, got 400 gold, and
Nice.
nice, Taj, my man.